Oh, snaps.
Holy cow!
What up, peeps? First fire of the Novarossi RCR modded p5XL long stroke. I don't know why people say long stroke. FYI, most engines .21s are long stroke. It's funny, people always say long stroke. Most of them are long stroke. So anyway, we got the 9886 super strong. I've got one. I got lucky. I found one of these brand new with a 41032 header. A little pricey, 50 bucks more than you would normally pay, but consider they're not making them anymore, so they're obviously sought after. I want another one. I found another one, so stay tuned. That will be coming. Hopefully, it's coming from Italy, so it might take a couple. I'm thinking it's going to take at least 4 to 6 weeks. I don't know, being the way that everything is. But anyway, another one of those coming. Also, I'm going to pull the trigger on another 2148 Triton pipe because I do love those pipes. I do like that pico that we just ran on the V1. Or no, we ran the pico on the bone stock 28.8 LRP. I like that pico pipe. It's very similar to the 2148. But anyway, I'm not going to bore you with this. Remember, when you get an engine and it's broken in, a gallon's been ran through it or whatever, and you decide to get it modded, once you get it modded and you get it back, there's no need to re-break it in. The modification has zero to do with the break-in. Separate. Okay, this is coming from my engine builder. It's not something that some theory that I just made up. But anyway, so this motor has already been broken in. Matter of fact, this one also was motor bathed by Adam Drake's EBIS. It's got probably, not including what I'm going to run in it right now, it's probably got maybe a half gallon through it. But it's broken in, so we don't need to break it in. But my engine builder suggests after it's modded, you idle a couple tanks through it, which is what I'm doing now, and then it's good to go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to idle this tank, I'm going to idle one more tank, and then we're going to put it on the ground and we're going to rip it, and we're going to see what this $350 engine, that's including the modifications, what it's got. I'm going to pretty much compare it to a high-end, expensive $400 to $600 race engine. Okay, this is all you can find. These P5s, they're out there still for around 200 bucks. Get it modded another 100, 120, whatever. Let's just say 350 bucks, and I'm pretty sure. Like I said, I haven't ran it yet, obviously, it's going to be pretty nasty. It just sounds nasty. It doesn't sound like it did when it was stock. I've ran it stock, so I know what it's like bone stock. Now it's modded. We're going to see what it's got modded. And for me, the best way, and this is just me, in my opinion, the best way to test what a .21 has, stock or modded, put it in a top-notch race truck. Not no RTR, not no buggy, even a race buggy, yes, but a race truck. Why, you ask? Because everybody knows truggies are a little bit heavier than buggies. Okay, buggies are a little bit lighter, a little bit more nimble. I love my buggies, don't get me wrong. They're like squirrels on crack, but truggies are lethal weapons. Don't get that twisted. Okay, so the best way that I'm going to start testing my modded 21s now is by running them through my truggies, whether it's my MBX7 right here, race truggy, or my Techno. Because, like I said, they weigh a little bit more, it's a little bit more to push around. So why not test what a 21's got, stock or modded, put it in a truggy. Okay, so anyway, stay tuned. I'm not going to bore you with all the, you know, with a couple idle tanks. I'm going to just continue to idle this thing. Then we're going to put it on the ground, throw a tune on it, and see what she's got. All right, people. Catch you in a few. Later. Nitro Nation. Well, this is the first run on the ground of the RCR modded p5XL novarossi. Remember, this also has ceramic bearings in it. So anyway, I think my idle is kind of high. I'm going to run it around a little bit. I might mess with the idle. I want to see the difference from a higher idle, which means it's not single station right away, and how it performs. And then I'm going to drop the idle down just a tad, and we're going to see how, if that makes a difference. Alright, put the head cam on. We've got about 15 minutes before it goes full dark. And we have her in the Mugen MBX7 RT. Actually, the idle seems fine to me. I don't know. I'm running it, obviously, because I'm still breaking it in. I mean, it's been broken in. But then once, like I said, you get it back from after it's been modified, you only idle a couple tanks through it and you should be fine. And then it's ready to go. I'm running low on fuel, so I'm not going to run it very long. But this little pea shooter has got some nuts on it. It's about 3/4 throttle right there. Got the slicks on. Alright people, hold on one second.
Oh, sucky. Hey, you about to put the head cam on?
It is on. I can hear you. We can all hear you.
Hell yeah, bro.
Say hello to the Gearhead Addict.
What's up, everybody? I'm just wrenching on a trike. Yeah, gotta put it back into my 8X.
He's ripping that. How do you like that Triton, Mr. Gearhead Addict?
Well, right now I got a video upload to do, bro. That's right.
She's a nasty little beast, huh? Rips pretty good for a little 3-port pea shooter, huh?
Hey, that 3-port got some power. That P5 is getting it too, man. That ain't bad. You know what I mean?
She's idling for days.
Hey, that RCR P5 is this.
Now I want to see if it changes my idle and the way it runs, because I just shot Byron's 3011 in there. So there's like a smidgen of that Sidewinder 3012, and now I just threw some Byron's 3011 in there. So well, yeah.
Experimental, so hell with it. I like being experimental.
Well, we'll see, right? She fires. I don't even have to give her throttle. I just push down and she fires right up.
I tell you, the best way to find out is to put on the box, just pin the throttle and hold it for about 5 minutes.
Nope. Like I said, I had about maybe this much in the bottom of the tank. Barely a quarter tank of Sidewinder in there. And now I just shot about another quarter or more of Byron's 3011. There's about 3/4 throttle again. I'm not quite pinning her yet. I want to, but she's getting it though. I bet if I had a 13 on here, I bet I can pull the front end up. Not bad for a modified pea shooter. I'd race this thing against any $500 OS or Red's engine any day. Oh yeah, she definitely hauls the mail. I think my tune's fine. What do you think, Mr. Gearhead? How does she sound?
She sounded just me. If you want to get a little bit more power, lean it.
Well, you know, they say lean is mean on your pocket.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's the modified engine, man. I wouldn't lean it.
Hey, it'll sit there and idle all day.
Hey, as long as you sit there and idle for at least 5 to 10 minutes, man, you're good. I would just drink it.
Hold on a minute. Alright, it's getting dark, and I'm old, so I can't see very well. So before I do something stupid and run buried underneath some car, you know, because the muggy can't see. Alright. Well, not bad for a little modified pea shooter, huh?
She sounds good, man. She sounds nice. If that's enough power for you, I would just leave it like that.
Well, I don't know until I take it, you know, off-road and put it in some dirt and grass and some off-road terrain. That's just on the concrete, you know.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Yeah,
it's
but think about it, man. When you run a couple of gallons through that thing really could couple lives.
Oh yeah.
When you have about 2 gallons through it, it's really going to drop bottom.
Oh yeah, I can
really know what it's got.
I can already feel it waking up a little bit. It's as I keep running it, it keeps getting on.
I can hear it. It's loosening up a little bit.
Yep.
When you broke it in and you ran it, how much fuel did you run through?
2 tanks.
I think you made a video, but I just forgot. Man, I got so much shit going on.
Oh, when I broke this thing in, I think I ran. I can't remember. I think this engine was another and I mentioned it. I'm pretty sure. I have to go check some older videos. This engine was also another EBIS Adam Drake break-in. I have the paperwork somewhere. So.
If you did his break-in, then you ain't got nothing to worry about.
No, I did his break-in, but I never really did ask what his procedures were after you get an engine broken back from him. But from what I heard, all you do is you just, you know, run a couple tanks through it and then get on it. So, I mean, I idled 2 tanks through it. So, but, you know, remember, the break-in is different from the modification. It has nothing to do with it. Everybody thinks that, you know, and I know in the past people have talked about, oh, you get an engine broken in, and I didn't know either when I first got modded engines that, you know, after they're broken in, you don't need to, once you get them modified, run another, you know, 8 tanks through them. I've done that and wasted a bunch of fuel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've done that shit in the past years ago when I first started.
Yeah, and you know, and I'm surprised that, you know, other engine modders that I've dealt with never told me that until I started dealing with Lance, and he told me that, hey, the modifications have nothing to do with the break-in. If you break in an engine, you can send it to him and it's fine. And like I said, I highly recommend, and I don't know why Woogie, and I tried to tell him, maybe he didn't, you know, maybe he forgot, but I'll mention to it again that I highly recommend that you run an engine bone stock before you get it modded. That way, when you get it back, you can even appreciate the modification, and more importantly, you can see the difference. If you run an engine, because a lot of people will just get an engine and get it modified, and then they don't know the difference. You know what I mean? And that's why the same thing I did with that LRP 28. I wanted to run it, and it's got some balls. Obviously, it pulled the front end up on my truggy, bone stock, running rich as hell with bald freaking tires. So I can only imagine when it gets when I get it modded, it's probably going to do backflips.
Yeah, I gotta get me a little headset like that. I got a little cheap GoPro. I just gotta get a little headset for it.
Well, the GoPro, I just ordered right now. I just ordered a microphone that plugs into it, and then you can clip it on your shirt, kind of like, you know, when people are doing interviews, they have those microphones. That way the sound is better. So, because that's one of the things, because my GoPro is an older GoPro, is the sound isn't as good, so that'll make the sound better. But anyway.
Yeah, because I'm tired of just sitting my phone down and making a boring ass video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It just makes it a lot easier. And hey, how long was I running my shit like that too? And everybody kept telling me, and I only paid for this. You can find GoPro 2s, 3s, and 4s for less than $100.
You still got your headset on?
Yeah. Hold on a minute. All right, people. Enough conversation with the gearhead. We're going to continue to talk. I'm going to go talk to my brat brother. There you go. Once again, there is the P5 Novarossi P5XL modded by RCR. Highly recommend these engines for $350. You got a badass engine that will perform or even outperform, okay, high-end $400, $500, $600 engines. This thing isn't even broken in yet, and this thing is nasty. So stay tuned. More to come. More engines. More break-ins. We're gonna run the Reds, and the Elite 5 is another one I got to break in. You know, that I haven't ran yet. So anyway, all right, people. That's all I got. It's getting dark. Peace.